Hey guys, what's going on? Kikoki coming back after an absence. It's been a while. Took some time off to do some photography and work on that side of my life slash my other job as well, obviously. But came back, played some Satisfactory because they did a 1.1 update and it looks fantastic in all honesty. So we're going to start a brand new map. This is not going to be Train Simulator from what people have said before. We are going to make factories. We are going to do logistics, warehousing, all the lot while adapting some of these new wonderful changes in the 1.1 update. Also, I will be jumping back on Minecraft this coming Friday, ironically the 13th of June, which is Friday the 13th, so that's going to be a good day. Yeah, look forward to that. Those will be live streams. I only live stream Minecraft. If I VOD it, I VOD it, but this I wanted to specifically make into a VOD, essentially. So yeah, we're going to start there. So this is the intro. Let's swap right over and play some games. We'll have to think of a name, pick a place to start. We're leaving our 300-hour almost world behind, but that's okay. We got the creative juices flowing. It's going to be fun. Let's jump on in. Okay, everybody. So here we go. We're not going to hit continue. We have a lot of hours in this game. I've got about just shy of 1,100, or actually just over 1,100 at this point. And that was going from A to Z, essentially. That was doing every tier, everything they had to do in the game. And I'm literally one step away from finishing the game, but I haven't done it yet. Nor I don't think I will, because I think I'll do it in this playthrough. So along with these VODs, it's kind of going to be give you tips and tricks along the way as well, obviously. Everybody's done it. This game's been out forever. I have a couple of friends that just started playing it. I suggested Dune Desert just because, it's flat. Resources are sparse, but that's okay. They're around. Some are poor, some are perfect. It doesn't matter. I told them not to start on the first one, the grass fields, just because it's very limited. Like, everything's around. You got all the resources. It's finite, right? Or it's infinite. So everything's there, but its location is just kind of tight. Along with this one, second one, Rocky Desert, is actually pretty good. You got water nearby, you got ores, you have foliage, you have trees, you have everything you need to basically start it. And I told them not to necessarily get into the forest one because this section of the map, I find you literally have to build vertically. So unless you want to have a very vertical warehouse or factory, once again, ores plenty around. We're going to start the Dune Desert like I always do. I'm going to skip the intro because, once again, 1,100 hours. Really don't need to do it. So we're going to skip it. I recommend anybody new coming to the game, play it because you learn. Now we have to come up with a name, which I don't know because I've gotten so random with the other ones. Okay, we're just going to pause it here. We're going to have a thought process here. I'm going to think of something. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. So I decided after hours of, thinking and trying to come up with something, just kidding, it's been like 5 minutes, not even 3 minutes. So we're going to go with Deserts, Desert, Dystopia. DDD, basically, It's play on words. It's a deserts, dessert, dystopia. Very like tongue twisty and whatnot, but we're starting game. Yes, I know. Skip onboarding, yes. Advanced gameplay, no. We don't want to cheats. We don't want anything like that. It's single player. We're not having any friends. We're going to start our own world. So the first thing I'm going to say right off the bat is the number one focus you should have is concrete. Base building. And I don't mean base as in like building a base. I mean having a base section that you can build on. Because, yeah, you can build anywhere on this map. You can build anywhere. It doesn't matter. But for the sake of keeping everything, level and relevant and easy flowing, put a base down, build concrete, start with that, get a mass production, go have a coffee, go have dinner, go to sleep, even let it run for 12 hours and just come back with cargo holds of concrete. Okay, so somehow my recording actually stopped midway through when we were talking about concrete, so we didn't see anything I said prior to not having concrete, which you also need steel plates as well. Build your hub, your HUD, your placement, your place to sleep, wherever you want. But anyway, we found iron, obviously, it's pure. This is the great thing about the desert is there are pure nodes around, and there's impure, and then there's normal. right now we're going to do this. I'm going to pause it again while I do this because we're not going to be doing a lot of, watch me do everything. This isn't a live stream. This is a VOD. Now, as I'm doing this, actually, I was thinking a lot of people are going to be wondering, well, what's the difference? Especially if you're new. If you played this before, it's fine. But what's the difference between normal, unpure, and pure, or impure and pure? Well, pure gives you 3 at a time. Normal gives you 2, impure gives you 1. Obviously, you want to do the best with what you got, so that way, along the lines, you can do better logistics and better power management, better output, this and that. Sometimes having impure works perfectly, and then having pure is better if you want to have 5 or 6 machines all running at once, and impure is good if you just want one machine running at once. But then your conveyor belt can also only do so much as well, so it all kind of coincides with it for that. We're going to continue to dig, so we'll be back shortly. And just like that, we've got 300 iron ore that we're now going to hand smelt into 1 rods and plates and just kind of go from there. So I'm going to show the intricacies of how everything works at the beginning, but like I said, it's not going to be just sitting here watching me make iron ingots to make screws, iron rods, and iron plates, and then reinforce iron plates, and then do concrete to get limestone and all this. No, it's not going to be like that. I'm just going to show the basics of it, and we're going to swap here and there. And a godsend that they did with this game is, I remember you used to have to hold down a button to do this. Now you can just press spacebar and walk away. It's fantastic. And now that I think about it, I don't even have any like sound coming through, which I know there is sound, but I think I might have it just turned down. So let me take a look at that real quick, because I can faintly hear it. Let's bring this up to like 45-ish. 36, whatever. Effects volume, I think that needs to come up. Dialogue can stay the same to 4. The game gets very loud at times. Put that at 10. We'll apply that. So now we should be able to hear the clunking and clanking. Yeah, vaguely, but you know what? You don't need to hear it. It's literally you're making stuff. Anyway, we'll come back when that hits 0, so we'll be back shortly. Okay, and as we get towards the end of her production of iron ingots, let's talk a little bit more about the base game itself. I do have these little miners as well right here, where you just put it right on the node, it'll mine for you. With a pure node, it'll fill relatively quickly anyway. So we're going to toss 1 on an iron, we're going to find some copper and some limestone, so that way we can continue, and then we will build the base up a little bit. So yeah, let's do that right now. I'm not going to say what I'm missing, because obviously that comes later in the game. But I'm missing something that I really don't like. And my god, does that take up a lot of screen space. Anyway, we'll let that go. Make sure I actually am recording, because what happened earlier, I still have no idea what happened. That's okay. I think this should be copper. And I'm skipping over the tutorial and everything. Obviously, a hold down V. I believe it's V. V is for your light. C is for crouch and slide. But V is to open the radial menu. Sorry. Find these. And if I do this, that's going to be copper because it's got the green hue. And this is impure. So we're going to toss 2 down there and run away from him because I don't have a weapon powerful enough to kill him as I want. So now we're going to go look for limestone, which I think might be this way. Yep. I played this game way too much. But I'm going to do a VOD of it. This is an excuse now because, 1.1, 1.0 came out however long ago. I don't even remember remotely when it came out. But it came out, and that's all that matters. So we are going to go, I think it's over here now, isn't it? There's the flashlight. There it is. Well, it might be normal. If this is normal, I've played this way too much. It's going to be impure, though. Oh, it's pure. Look at that, I'm way off. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that's not what I want to do either. Quick, dang it, quick. And there's a horde of those guys just floating around, which I don't want to fight. Do I even have a weapon? I have the Xeno Zapper. Which is just, it's pitiful. But we're going to head back to base. We're going to make a few rods, a few plates. Let that go for probably like 5 minutes less. then go collect it and build more stuff. And we'll build more stuff to build more stuff to build more stuff, which I'm probably going to start with a constructor for concrete, in all honesty, which would probably be best. So as you can see, after you complete the ignits, we have 300 exactly. We already have plates, concrete, and rods, copper wire, smart plating, or reinforced plating, sorry, and then cabling. So we really don't, we need more, obviously, but that'll get us started for a few things. It's like a couple miners and a couple constructors, I believe, that we can make. So we're going to make about 100 of these. So we're just going to sit here because it won't take long at all. So we'll get 100 plates. And then we'll make whatever is left in rods, and then maybe make a couple screws as well. And maybe make a couple reinforced plates. Maybe. I feel like I need them, but I think that might be... They're not for the constructor, I believe. I believe they're for the assembler. Which I don't want to get too ahead of myself here. Obviously, learn as we go. Have fun as we go. Scream as we go, because something will probably try and kill me eventually. But that's all the fun in it. And that should be about it right there. Thankfully, the iron rods take literally half a second to make each interval. Because, the times 1, times 2, 3, 4, blah, blah, blah. The longer, obviously, it goes, the longer it takes. This is going to take forever. Not really. We got this. And after this, we will go get the limestone and then make the concretes and set our base foundation, which everybody's going to have their own way of doing it. I have mine, you'll see here shortly. So let's get down to 0 here. We'll make some screws and then we'll continue. And we are done. So let's make a stack. That's 500, so that might eat up a fair amount of my rods, but that's okay. The sort button is a wonderful thing, because your inventory is going to get clustered, chaotic, and you're going to forget where things are, even though it's right in front of your face, and you're going to look over it about 6 times. But that's okay. Because you're learning. We're learning. This is a fun game. It's very... The way I like to kind of position this game towards my friends is how we play it, basically, is you need A, B, C, D to make E and F, but you need E and F to make A, B, C, D. Not quite like that, but you do need parts to make parts. And in order to do something, you need to set up logistics and supply lines and all this, and that's the fun of it. So if you like factory games, this is definitely a game for you. If you don't like factory games and you just like watching for content, then that's also okay. Because this game will at some point make you kind of want to pull your hair out just a little bit, because you'll make everything in a line. You'll be like, oh, that's great. And all of a sudden, in the middle section, you forgot to do something and you got to delete it all again to make it all over again. Oh, yeah. It's fine. It'll happen to you regardless. You can plan ahead for days and hours ahead, and you're still probably going to mess something up. But thankfully, the game's not that. It's very forgiving. You don't lose anything, really, unless you accidentally delete it. There's 500. We only have 85 rods left, though. How much cable? We only have that. But let's not make the reinforced plates yet, so give me a few minutes. I'll be back with some concrete, and then we'll start the base building. Be back shortly. And as I'm mining and collecting, this is happening. I mean, they found me. They finally sensed me. I seen it come up and it said, hostile activity nearby. They haven't seen me yet. They sensed me once. I think I'm good now. As soon as I came back to get the limestone for the second run, kind of see me. So I'm gonna try and just kind of hide. I want to get at least 300 to 400 limestone, so that way we can, make a fair set of a fair base to start with. Because, like I said, we're gonna start with concrete anyway, and then work everything else backwards. Because you want surplus. And that's the thing in this game, is you want to have surplus. As well as, speaking of surplus, I'm going to do my best to do these recordings 45 minutes to an hour each time. But obviously I'm going to be playing in the background, doing things. I'll probably try and do more exploring and kind of, do a VOD here. I'll have OBS open just in case. But for the most part, I'm going to try and keep up with recording and uploading as well as playing off camera. Keep everything going. So we're just going to go with that for right now. And I'm not going to bother pausing the recording every time. Every time anyway. I'm not going to do it for the most part to keep my sanity going. So that way I'm not just sitting here like that or running across the desert for like 20 minutes. So, you know, recording is going to be like 45 minutes to an hour, but it's going to be like probably like 2-3 hours worth of gameplay. But it saves me time for editing and whatnot, which is huge. I love editing. I love making videos, but that's the most time consuming because I got to go through each video. If it's an hour long, it's going to take me like 2 hours to edit everything, which I don't mind doing, but, you know, behind everything I do, there's always something else going on in the background as well. So we get the copper, we get that. We got the concrete, so let's just make some concrete powder. This shouldn't take too long because it takes about a second per interval, I think, or somewhere around there, like maybe like 0.75 seconds to a second. I really haven't figured out the math or anything behind it. I just kind of go with it. I've played enough that I roughly know this should take about 2-3 minutes. Maybe less. I don't know. What are we at right now? We're at 12 minutes and 42 seconds. Let's see what happens when we're at one. It might only be 30 seconds. You know, math likes me. I don't like math. That's always how I've said throughout my educational career is math likes me. It comes at me. I look at it. I hate it. Somehow it works, and that's how I go about it. But yeah, numbers hate me. Or I hate numbers. Numbers like me. So yeah, about a minute. It's about 60 seconds by the time this is done, ish. So yeah, it was probably about a minute and a half for all that, which isn't too bad. And mind you, once you get factories going, it goes a lot faster as well. But I don't even think this will be enough concrete to do like a decent base. And I'm going to be going high up into the sky too. I'm actually going to try and match that plateau right over there. Where that tree is, right where the cursor is. That plateau right there, I'm going to try and match it. But that's going to take a lot of work. And which actually, now that I think about it, we can't do concrete because guess what I don't have yet? We haven't even talked about the tier system. I'm skipping ahead of myself here. Slow down. Got this. So let's open up the hub. Look, base building, the first one. So we need this one. We need 200 concrete, 100, and 100. But that gives us everything we need. So we're going to start with this one. So episode 1, base building, quite literally. And I literally have almost enough. Kind of makes me sad. So in 15 rods. Oh God, this takes forever. There's some things I will hand make, and then there's some things I don't want to hand make, and this is kind of one of these things that I don't want to hand make. So it takes forever. That just means we have to go collect more concrete, so yay! So we're going to push the big red button, send up the shuttle, and then we're going to unlock concrete, which we only have 4 anyway, so it's not worth anything. So, we'll be back! Since I skipped over this one, because as I, literally hit the pause to record, Ada decided to come up and talk about the first thing, base building, which is basically what I said essentially. So we're going to play it again and listen.
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
So this game has fantastic comedic value to it, in my opinion, with Ada. She just adds so many different layers to this game, and it gets funny after a while. And this is one reason I like pure nodes as well, because 80 per minute, so we almost get a stack every minute, which is great. Okay, we'll take that. We still have to do copper. We still have to do a little bit more iron. We got to get something going here. I mean, we're over a quarter of the way through the first video. And we barely scratched. We haven't even scratched the surface. We haven't even touched the glass. So there's so much more to do. I'm not building a space elevator though. No, that won't be episode 1. That'll be like episode 2 or 3. We've got a lot of collection to do. We have to, you know, we have to get an abundance of things. I don't like having zero anything to work with. It's just not fun. Like, look, I'm only gonna have like 70 concrete. I think it's 10 per 2 ratio, 10 per 2 ratio for 10 concrete to 2 plates, I think. Mind you, I could be wrong. I haven't played this game in a few months as well. I kind of took a break. I went hard with it for a while, so yeah. We'll go with that. I'll get things wrong. I'll get things right. I'll be wrong. I'll be right. It's fine. You'll hear it's fine. It's a lot from me because you know what? It's fine. It's just a game. There's an eraser for a reason. You screw up. You screw up. Now, if you crash game and you know get your file corrupted, it's yeah. That one's on me. That's your computer. Blame your computer. Okay, so now can I? Is it the scroll wheel or is it? How do I? I honestly don't remember. Ah, it's Alt and scroll wheel. Gotcha. There we go. Okay, that's not what I hit. Thank you. Tab and Q are side by side, which makes things difficult. 1. Why are you not working today, huh? No. That's definitely not what I wanted to do. Game, why are you being difficult all of a sudden? Have I not unlocked that function? Like I said, I haven't played this in a few months, and I'm so used to having everything. So now I'm kind of having to go back. Find a hover, and 0 to 9. Oh, then now you want to work. I see how it is. And here's a cool little thing about this game is realize how I only put there's 3 of each ramp and 3 of each base foundation. The cool thing about this is you only have to have one or the other because, as you said, let me see if I can get a decent view here, because that works. So that's a 4 meter. Oops, that's zoop, sorry. There we go. So E switches it to 1 meter, then 2 meter, and then 4 meter, and then R switches it from default, which is build 1 at a time, to the second one is the zoop, which is basically just left, right, forward, straight, doesn't matter, and then vertical, which is that way, that's how we're going to start, which I don't know how I'm going to do this because I can't really build up without a ramp, I guess. So we're going to kind of be strategic about this because I'm already running out of concrete. This will get higher, a lot higher. This is just how I'm starting. So we're going to steal that many. And once we get this going, there we go. Don't think I have that much left. I can build 4 more. Good to know. There we go. So this will be a start to the base, which will probably go a little higher because I want to be above all these little plateaus. But mainly I want to be base with that. So we got this going. I say base a lot. Base. I'm going to think about that damn song that came out years and years ago. Which we're not going to talk about. We're going to skip that. In fact, I'm going to pause the recording, go get some resources, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, we're back. I took a few minutes, like probably 15, 20 anyway, to get as many resources as I could because we're gonna jump into kind of what I like to call the planner, even though it's basically just a list of what you can do pretty much and what you can build. So we're gonna go into actually constructing production lines right now, which is something very, very simplistic, nothing over the top. We basically just want to start getting copper ignitions done, iron ignitions done, and concrete being made, and that's it. So that's going to not revolve. It's going to require 3 miners, 2 smelters, and 3 constructors. The only reason we need 2 smelters is because you don't smelt limestone. You just construct it. So the great thing about this little planner is you can break it down as much as you want. So to the right here, it's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can get up against a dark surface. Un momento. Had a friend's stream in the background, so that's if you're hearing like a parachute or anything like that, that's what that was. So I just kind of kibosh that real quick. Anyway, as you can tell to the right here, so we need 3 portable miners. In order to do a portable miner, we have to go into special, and we need to make a workshop. We're just gonna plop it down. Don't really matter where. It's not gonna stay here. We can make 26 of them, which is fantastic. We don't need 26. We could get a bunch. I might make a couple extra actually, just to get some concrete to do like handmade. We'll make 6. I'll drop 3 more down on the pure. We'll go from there. So grab that. Okay. So now we're set. So we're going to place everything down. Oh, I suppose I get these back. I didn't even think of that. Oh well. Production. So we need a miner. We are literally going to plop things down. That's all that's going to happen. This will be readjusted off camera onto an actual base. This is all about the base. I went there again. I shouldn't have. Now it's stuck in my head again. What have I done? And just for the sake, we're not going to do a line. We're just going to kind of put them side by side. So same thing as I just told my friend, because they're playing it along. No, they're not playing it alongside me. They're playing it right now as I'm recording, essentially. But I gave him a little tip of hold down control, and it'll usually snap to the closest machine. It doesn't want to do it here. I don't know why. I might have my controls mixed up. But it also does it on foundations as well. But we're just going to put it right there for now. So we're just going to toss that there. That's beautiful. And now we need to do an organization for a storage container to house everything. Oh, wait, there it worked that time, I think. Nope, no, it's not. Oh, it is, kind of. It's iffy. It's being iffy for some reason. Anyway, so what we have to do for now is we don't even have to touch this. It's going to do 120 per minute. This is only going to take about 60 probably. I think it is. Oh, it's only 30. So we can actually... This is where you get into power draw, logistical. We can't do anything with it right now because it's locked. So we're just going to have to suck it up, and the power's going to be up and down everywhere. So I don't really want to make... I think I said I just wanted to make addons, didn't I? We don't really want to get into creation lines yet. So we're just going to make that so... Fun fact about this game too is if you want to copy something, middle mouse button. Press down on it, and there you go. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say hold down control and it gives you kind of a line. Keeps everything. Because like, look, if you wanted to, it's like, oh yeah, it's kind of centered there. It's not. Now it's centered. So we're gonna tap that into there. We're gonna do a conveyor belt. Now I think we have biomass burners, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Always make, in my opinion anyway, doesn't have to be followed strictly. I always make 2 or 3 additional power poles just because you don't want to run into the issue of running out, because now that's my last one. And technically I'd have a 3rd machine want to power, but we have that for later. So now we have to go get foliage. That's the downside to building in the desert. Unfortunately, we don't have any foliage or trees. We don't have a chainsaw yet either, or any means to actually collect anything without doing it by hand. So we got to run all the way over here. So we're going to run here. I'm not going to pause. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to go straight to it. We're going to run. There might be a couple, twigs and trees along the way, but we're going to focus heading right to this little, like a spring, like a savanna spring. So, look, right here. There's wood. Grab it all. Collect as much as you can. Don't be stingy on it. Collect as much as you possibly can, because you're going to need lots of it. Oops. Is he chasing me? Oh god. No. I can't jump that high. Hang on! Ow. I am missing all my stuff. Oh, he's gonna hit me again. This makes me want to go back to my old world, but maybe I'll tease it at the end of this just to kind of give everybody like a, hey, this is what's to come. He's still chasing me. Oh no, he's not. I'm hearing things. Whew. Just kind of scared there for a sec. And I don't know why I keep tapping E, because they changed it a long time ago where you could just kind of run around and grab as much as humanly possible with everything in your vicinity. So, yeah, he's seen me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll leave. I need stuff. Do I have enough? 150. Let's get 200. Alright, 202. Sweet. How much do we have per wood? Hello. Okay, I'm just gonna leave. I'm sorry. A lot of people are probably wondering, it's like, why do you run and slide? It's the fastest way to move around. In my opinion. Except you can't really slide uphill. I feel like it took longer to get there than it did to get back. So weird. And like I said, there's definitely brush around. Oh, look, there's more up here. Okay, well, let's get some biomass going. So we can actually power that for now. So leaves gives 100, and we have 240 in wood, which is great. Key tip for this, try and not use a lot of biomass at first. Try and unlock the next tier. It'll save you running back and forth and keeping up with the fuel needs. But for right now, I'm just going to put what I need in here. We're going to start constructing some iron ingots, and we'll go from there. So 200. Which we need more, obviously, but we'll do copper next, and then limestone. And then I don't know where we're going to go, but we're going to go somewhere. Copper. This way. Somewhere. What's over there? But yeah, no, having the list on the side, though, so convenient, especially if you have like 15 different machines you have to make. You can literally break it down to, oh, you need iron plates, you need X amount of iron, basically, or copper to make said plates or said wire or anything like that. I don't want to have to kill you, but I might have to. I'm sorry. Oh, please don't come near me. Can you hit me? No, you can't. Now you can. Oh! I'm sorry. I don't want to kill you. I really don't. You missed. Why am I taunting him? Don't taunt. Taunting is bad. And I will get into tips and tricks about logistics as well with the conveyors and whatnot, because there is, in my opinion, once again, and that's going to be vastly my opinion throughout this entire series, is what I do. You don't have to do it. You have all the right to do things your own way, how you want to play it, how you want to do it. Hell, people probably will make it better than I will. He's going to shoot me. Nope. But, yeah. We have fun with this game. That's what it's all about, right? It's factory builder. Toss up there, and now we need organization. Do I not have... okay, I was going to say, do I not have enough resources? No, I'm not attacking you, so you can just stop. I'm going to need more foliage. Oh, nope, oops. Rookie mistake. Did I? I have to check now. Did I click Ignites on the last one? I'm not sure if I did. Okay, let's just run forever today. And yes, you will take fall damage if you jump too far. Not quite sure what the threshold is. Oh, it's definitely doing it because I can see it. All I have to do is look at the conveyor belt. But yeah, you'll take fall damage after a while if you accidentally jump too far somewhere. It's over this way. It's this way. That way. And I don't have any foliage. Shoot. Oh, well, this one I'll toss down all my miners plus the actual miner itself. Because like I said, we need concrete, and we need it badly. I want to start with at least probably 4 or 5 full containers of it, to actually be able to build a decent section, to say the least. We need a biomass for power. Constructor's already done, so we'll take that off the table because we technically didn't make one for the copper. Power, biomass. No, I need pipes. By pipes, I mean rods. And by rods, I mean I need iron, and iron we do not have. I will say, too, be careful with collecting foliage and trees and anything like that, shrubs, because it's finite. I don't think they've ever changed it, or I don't think they're ever gonna change it, but you can literally destroy the entire map and run out of foliage, which at certain points you don't need it anymore. But if you want to bleed the map dry of everything, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. The only thing that really grows back are the berries, unless you destroy the plant, so don't do that. So if you make roadways or anything like that and you travel, be careful, because once you run it over, it is gone, unless you do like a reset save. I've done that too many of a times. I have iron on me too, so we should be good. The great thing about this game is you don't need to go back to your base every single time, because you can make crafting benches, which is just phenomenal. It helps out so much, because you can literally be all the way over on the other side of the map, and you're like 20 minutes away and you don't want to run it. Craft it, build it, boom, you're done. The only thing you can't do is just, you know, parts that take parts upon parts upon parts to make, but, you know, all the basics you can make, which is great. So let's do this first. Wow, we had 5 leaves. How much is that? Was it done? Oops, nope. Not bad. Okay, there we go. So we'll dismantle that. Why did I do that? Because I need to make rods. And in order to make rods, I need iron. Need what, 15? Or no, I need like 7 or something like that. 7 or 8. Let's get that done. That should be enough. So we just need to make a container. Or no. No, yeah, we need it both for the container and the biomass. Not the hub. The power. There we go. Now, yes, this looks ugly. It's going to be ugly. We'll work on it. This is literally the beginning. Like I said, we haven't even scratched the surface. We haven't even touched the glass yet. It's still see-through. There's no fingerprints, no nothing on it. We're going. Organization. Do I have what I need? No, I need 6. Great. 1, 2, 7. I can count. I feel like Ralph Wiggum there. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's start this. Boom. And we need that to make that. Perfect. So we'll get into the logistics as we go through this series. In all honesty, it's going to get a lot more in depth. What are we at here anyway? We're at 35 minutes, so we still got a little bit of time before I decide to wrap it up. Like I said, I might show the other world just briefly, like a little snippet of what's to come. We're going to continue to work on our foundation. I'm not saying that other word, the B word, the bad word. I'm not saying base, damn it. We'll say foundation from now on. Do I get the power slug now, or do we wait? Can I even get the little guy? I don't think I can. That's not something you can blow up. When did it run in? Oh, oops. Run and slide, run and slide. There we go. We're getting our first power slug. Boom. Ada.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving fix-it production line efficiency. Store this potential resource for later use.
And technically that's something that I probably shouldn't have found right away, even though it was there and I just heard it, so I grabbed it. But yeah, we can't use those yet. I don't even think I can make... No, we haven't even unlocked it yet. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on certain things, and we're gonna play as we play, and I'm gonna try real hard not to put my foot in my mouth to like say something about something that's gonna be future. I'm gonna try real hard on that, but I do have a tendency to just talk. Because I love this game; it's so much fun. We're gonna toss that in there, keep that going. How much do we have? I'm gonna say, since it's been made, 2.5 stacks. Yeah. I play this game way too much. The fact that I know that, just that kind of mind blown. Anyway, okay, so I'm just gonna take a break real quick, pause it, and probably collect some more resources so we can build some other stuff, and we'll be back in a short bit. I mean, for you it'll be a short bit. For me, it'll be an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, 20 minutes, 5 minutes. I don't know. I'll be back. Okay, everybody, let's finish off the episode strong. So I repurposed this. It's a little higher than what it was originally, but it's kind of the height that it's going to be for it. So I might drag it down a little bit because there's new things we can make to traverse a lot easier. But one thing I'm going to do is I'm trying not to skip anything, but we're going to try and finish tier 1, I think it is. Pretty sure it's tier 1, because tier 0 is technically the tutorial. Yes. So we're going to get logistics and field research done. Wow, that came out wrong. Field research. Wow. Speak. So we have that, we don't have that, and we don't have that. But what we do have are ores being made into ignits, which we can grab from here. So we're going to grab this many. And I had to change the brightness on my camera, so that's why it's a little lighter, but now the sun's coming in on my face, so it's driving me nuts. I wish I had a sign where I could just put it right there and block it out. And I have blackout curtains. Well, kind of blackout curtains, not quite, because obviously sun's coming through. But you know what? That's besides the point. Let's continue. We need 51 plates, and then 90 rods. That's it. And logistics is done, and that should wrap up for the episode anyway. So, like I said, 45 minutes to an hour, and I might give a teaser to how my old world used to look. I'll give you a hint. It's very Christmassy because I did play it through the Christmas break when they always have their update for basically Christmas, or Fixmas, I should call it, actually, is what it is. I think we have more than enough. I think I overdid it. I should really stop. Stop at 100. Now we need to make a bunch of rods. The one thing you run out of, ironically, and I figured this out in my last playthrough on my last map, rods. You'll always run out of them because it's like 90% of everything you build, pretty much. Because you need it for power poles, you need it for mostly machinery. Like, it's crazy. And you just run out so quickly. We'll stop at 100 again. Turn around. Put that in. I wish I could just like press the big red button through. Like, I wish I had a touch screen. It almost worked. So we gotta wait 4 minutes. Okay. What can we do? But I don't want to enhance productivity. I always skip. Thank you, Ada.
Imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean.
Oh, because there's probably something in the ocean that wants to kill me.
All the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe out, feel refreshed, and focused on your duties.
A lot of pressure there, Ada. Like quite a bit of pressure. Did we get anything? I thought it gave us Mark II. Oh, no, it didn't. Yeah. It gave us the merger and splitter, which I thought we already had. The building efficiency stats. Have we unlocked that yet? Oh, no. Not yet. I mean, that part of it's unlocked, but we need to get the foundation for the other one. Let's start on the other one anyway. What is field research? Select milestone. We need wire, screws, and plates again. Well, we can make 54 plates. That gets close. I made those 500 screws. I knew I'd need them at some point. And I have 287 spools of wire. Well, it's gonna have to do. Got 2.5 minutes. We got this. I have no wire. Oh no. Oh, well, let's go grab it. We got time to kill. This flashlight is like amazing. Oh god, it's gonna drive me nuts. I just want to go like this. Just, yeah, block the sun. I can't do it. It's intruding on my personal space. Everything broke down. Everything, right? Everything's still going? Yes. Let's grab 4. Looks so funny how it's just like a stairwell and it just plateaus. Physics, am I right? But I think that's the height I'm going to want, because that's a little higher than my last base. Foundation. Don't say the B word. Run! Okay, so by the time I'm done the wire spools, should be close. Actually, no, we're going to be done the wire spools first. Never mind. I love how I have light. And this is the one that's driving me nuts. It's the one that's most natural. Sort. We can't make a perfect 400, but we'll try. There we go. Nothing in the personal storage yet. Actually, let's put the power slug away because we don't need them. Now, keep the barrel nuts. Do I really want to keep... I mean, foliage, yes. That, no. Man, wait, what? Did I have... I had copper on me. I didn't have to go. Lol. Whoops. Inventory management. I learned that at a very young age playing Resident Evil. Apparently, I forgot all about it. Because I looked at it earlier. And touchdown in 10 seconds. Right now. And for anybody wondering, if you stand on that and it launches into space, yes, you will die. It will kill you. Tried it. And beepity boppity boop. I think that gives us the ma'am. Does it? Yes, it does.
Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAB.
The molecular machine. What am I trying to make? Can't make those. Why can't I make those? I don't have plates.
These are essential in maximizing your pioneer
I'm stuck.
efficiency in alignment with Fixit's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
I love how exploit is like one of the last ones do. It's just like, this is a brand new world. Why are we exploiting it? You're not telling me to kill any of the population. Even though you can. I did get attacked earlier. It was not fun. I didn't kill anything yet because that little zapper does nothing. What am I going to do with the ma'am? We're making the ma'am. Boom. And this gives us the power slugs and nutrients. So I guess that little power slug is going to come in handy. Sorry, little guy. I'm going to sacrifice you for the greater good. You're about to get ground up. And squish. So this is what we want right here. That'll be a next episode thing. Because right now, I think that's it. I think that's the end of episode 1. We've learned a lot. We built 3 factories. Ada, I'm talking. You know what? We'll talk to you later. I was talking. You're interrupting me, not the other way around. Anyway, as I was saying before Ada interrupted me, but we built a few factories. We'll just starting production lines, giving us limestone for concrete, copper ingots, and iron ingots, which eventually we will start splitting off to make rods, plates, screws, copper spools of wire, cabling, and then we'll look at getting into smart plating as well. And as I'm off camera, this will gradually increase in span going left, right, and centered. Maybe back a little bit. Might go down a little bit too. I don't know. I need to make it over there first to see where it's going to be. However, bear with me for a few moments and we'll check out the old world like I promised. Be right back. Lo and behold, this is the old map. I'm not showing much of it because I don't want to give too much away, but we're seeing it at a distance. You can tell right off the bat, I did go a lot higher than what I originally wanted to go with, which is fine. But this is kind of the idea what I'm going for. I'm going to tweak it a little bit here and there. But yeah, this is what the new, what do we call it? The deserts or the desert, the desert's desert dystopia or desert dystopia, whatever I called it, the triple D. That's what it's called. This is what we're looking forward to do. I love the desert. Like I said, it's very flat, kind of, but we have a lot of work to do. It's going to change a lot. Hope everybody enjoyed the first episode. I look forward to seeing everybody in episode 2. So make sure you give a like, make a comment, let me know you're enjoying the series. And if you're into Minecraft, which I think this should be up either tomorrow or Friday afternoon. If you're into Minecraft, we'll be starting season 6 or 7 of Cosmic Sky Minecraft on Friday. It's going to be fun. Check it out. Come on by. Check the Discord for updates. But for right now, everybody, thanks for watching. Stay cool. Stay frosty. See you again soon.